I would like to recapitulate for 2 to 3 minutes. The first question is, can anybody give me the feedback, those who attended my class, what is health education? What is health education? Hello? তুমি তো অ্যাটেন্ড করেছো, বলো। What is health education? Anybody else? Do you have any idea? What does it mean? What? Yes, please loudly. No, that is not correct. Okay, anybody else? So what one student told that creating awareness, no, that is not health education. That is not the health education, that is a part of health education. Health education means it's a process of changing the health behavior of the people. Is it clear? Health education means it's a process through which we can change the health behavior of the people which are not desirable, which are not acceptable, which are not conducive, which are rather bad, which are not good. Okay? That is health education. Can anybody repeat? Perhaps you are not listening. What I am telling now? Health education is a process of changing the health behavior, or rather you can say changing the undesirable health behavior. That is health education. Through different methods, through using different materials, that is another issue. But the concept is, what is health education? Health education is a process of changing the, what changing? Undesirable health behavior, or changing the health behavior which are not desirable or which are not conducive. Now, give one example. You would like to change personal hygiene. Undesirable habits. Undesirable habits. Say for examples, one example I can give you, open defecations. You would like to change open defecations. Okay? If you can change it, so they will use sanitary latrine for the defecation. That is health education. Is it clear? Just not to aware the community, just not to aware the people. That is health education. No, this is incomplete. So main objective of health education is to change the which are not acceptable or which are not desirable. Is it clear, everybody? Backbenchers, is it? Can anybody repeat from the backbench? Follow? Only simple sentence. That is very important to know. What is health education? Backbenchers? Otherwise I will not start. What is health education? Are you not listening? The simple sentence only is a process of changing the health behavior of the people which are not desirable. Repeat. Like school students, I would like to discuss with you. Bolo? What is health education? আরে বাংলাতে বলো, অসুবিধা হলে, no problem. এদিক থেকে বলো, what is health education? একটু জোরে। Which are not acceptable, which are not good, which are not desirable, which are not conducive. Okay? Is it clear? Now, there are different ways and means how to change the health behavior. Okay, yesterday, or rather the last class, I have discussed two methods. One was speech, next one was exhibition, perhaps. Exhibitions. Okay. Now I will start about the group methods. Okay. The first group method starts with panel discussions. Perhaps almost all of you heard the name panel discussions. You visualize, or you can watch the televisions. In the television several times panel discussions has been discussed. Okay. Now let's start. What is panel discussions? Panel discussion means a group of panel must be there. A group of panelists will be there. Okay. So what is that? It is an educational method where small group of 4 to 6 or maybe 8, okay, 8 persons get around the table and discuss among themselves the topics or subject which is relevant to the audience and in which the panelists or panel members have specialized knowledge. That is panel discussions. I repeat, it is a to and fro discussions when a group of people, I should not say people, group of experts, when a group of experts get around the table, say for example this is the table, when a group of experts sit around the table and discuss among themselves a topics which is relevant to the learners, that is called group, that is called panel discussion. Is it clear? That means when a panel of experts will be there and they will discuss important or relevant topics among themselves only. They will discuss among themselves. You as a learner would not have the opportunity to take part. That is panel discussion. It is a to and fro discussions among the panel members, touching or covering almost all the topics, and the audience means you appreciate the same by listening. Now it is clear panel discussions. When a group of experts, rather we call, when a group of panelists, maybe 6, maybe 8, maybe 4. Okay, because you see this is the even numbers, not the odd numbers. Same number of panelists would sit in the left side and the same number of panelists would sit in the right side. Okay, and in between, in the middle, there will be another person. I will come. He or she will act as a moderator. Is it clear? Now, but question comes, your objective is what? To change the health behavior. Okay. So, in order to change the health behavior, you should adopt techniques, you should adopt methods, you should use different types of materials, so audiovisual materials, so that you can change the health behavior which are not desirable. This is one of the important methods. This is applicable in classroom situations. Then you should know when it should be applicable. It should be organized when the topics is large topics, complicated and need clarifications from different angles. This is a formal methods. This type of methods we should not use in the community. We should use in the classroom situation. So for example, a topic is too much complicated. You require clarifications very many times. For that reasons, when a group of experts will be there, they will discuss among themselves a topics in front of you. That is panel discussions. When a group of experts are available. Now, this is the sketch. What I told you again, watch this one. In the middle, there is a moderator. Clear? This is a moderator. The left side, experts or panel members will be there. The right side, panel members will be there. Okay. Moderator will start the topics, highlighting the importance of the topics to whom? To the audience. You are the audience. Okay. Now, moderator will start the proceedings. Then, the left side of the members or panel members ask questions to the right side of the panel members. So, like this it will be going on. Okay. Say for example, in left side 3 or 4 persons will there, they will ask the questions related to the topics. To whom? To the panel members who are there in the right side. So, in this way the discussions will be going on until and unless our objective is over. It's clear? Question may raise during the discussions. Controversy may be there. Is it? Because the left side experts are there, At the same time, right side also experts are there, is it? Both are having vivid knowledge about the topics. কেউ কম যায় না, ওদের যেমন নলেজ আছে এদেরও নলেজ আছে। In that case, naturally there may be a controversy, there may be a argument. Okay, moderator will allow the argument. Okay, argument will be going on. If it is settled among themselves, fine. If it is not, then the moderator will intervene or moderator will interfere and settle the matter. So this is about the panel discussions. Here the audience, this is dash, that is floor. The persons who are sitting in the floors are called the audience. They do not have any opportunity to ask question for clarifications. They will simply listen. Suppose you are interested to change the behavior. You as an organizer, I am telling you, not as a student now. You are the organizers. You would like to change the behavior of the students, or you would like to change behavior of the specific group concerning an important topics. As you are the organizers, so you should know how to organize a panel discussions. What are the prerequisites of organizing a panel discussions? Number one, first you have to arrange the room. This room is fine. Okay, you have to arrange the room, number one. Next, you have to invite the moderator as well as panel members in advance, well in advance. You have to inform them or tell about the topics well in advance, then only they will get prepared, then they will come here to take part in the panel discussions. Then date, time, venue, and another one is there that I have not written, that is who will be your audience. According to the audience, discussions will be there. Is it so? Say for example, you are second year students. I am discussing with you in a different way, through lecture, through speech. If you are happens to be a MD students of the branch of community medicines, I would not have discussed this method in this way. I would have discussed this method in a through a small group discussions, because they require more and more knowledge. So according to the audience, discussions should be going on. Is it clear? Everybody is clear? These are the prerequisites before organizing a panel discussions. Now, already I have told how a panel discussion will be going on. Just it is repetition. Number one, this is a one-way communications from dash to floor. This is one way or two way? Only? Why? Why it is one way? The demarcation is here. This is dash and that is floor. When the communications will be from dash to floor only, that is one-way communications. Is it clear? When the communications will be from dash to floor and floor to dash, this is two-way communication. Is it clear? So for example, I am telling something to you, I am discussing. Okay. Now, when you will be able to, or rather I should say, when you will get the opportunity to ask questions to me for clarifications, this is two-way. So, in panel discussions, what happens? They are discussing among themselves. They means who? Panel members. Panelists are discussing among themselves. You are just mere a listener. You do not have any opportunity to ask questions during the discussions. That is one way. Is it clear or not? What is clear? One way means didactic, two way means Socratic. Okay. So this is didactic. because you see they are discussing among themselves, you are just listening. Usually at the end of the sessions, it is converted to forum. That is called panel discussion forum or panel forum. Clear? So, when it will be converted to panel discussion forum or panel forum, you can have the opportunity to ask questions, because it is open for discussions. Once the topics is over, when discussion is over, 5 or 10 minutes will be left. So, within this period, you will be asked to ask questions for your clarifications. To whom you will ask questions? To the panel members or panelists. So, then it becomes 2A. Then it will be easy for you to understand. If you cannot understand during the discussions, you can keep it in your mind. When you will be allowed to ask questions for your own clarifications or doubt clearance, it is called panel discussion forum. Okay. Every methods have some disadvantage and advantage. Now I am discussing about the advantages, then I will discuss about the disadvantage. Okay, advantages. To present the topics or subject by different experts. Number 2, provides different types of knowledge, ideas and experience about the subject of concern to the audience, because members are so many, 4, 6, 8, they have the experts, that you will have the opportunity to listen, to get the different facts and points of view brought into a discussion framework. It is interesting because discussions will be going on, one person is asking questions to others, okay. He can answer the questions. If the person concerned is not satisfied, he can say, no, I am not satisfied. Again, he may raise other questions. So, and in the right side, they can ask questions again. This will be going on. So, that is interesting. Learners can get the opportunity, that I told, just repetitions. Learner can get the opportunity to ask questions to the panel members when it will be converted to forum. So, it will be easy for you to understand. If you cannot understand, then you can ask question for clarifications. Basically, what happened, you see, in each and every lecture class, we should keep at least 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes for your doubt clearance. So, in panel discussions, when it will be converted into forum, usually we keep few minutes for doubt clearance. That is the advantage. Disadvantage. Since we require so many experts to organize a panel discussions, so sometimes it is difficult to get the appropriate experts, difficult to set definite time to suit the experts. Experts may not understand the needs of the learner. That is the most disadvantage. Say for example, I can think that yes, you know at least some things about panel discussions. If I start thinking this one or keeping this thing in my mind, and few persons may understand, few persons may not understand. So, it is difficult for them to understand the need of the audience. And next, many times it happens that due to lack of time, it is not possible to convert the panel discussions into a panel discussion forum. So, if it is not possible, so you will not get the opportunity to ask questions for clarification of your doubt. That is the disadvantage. So, that is all about panel discussions. Clear? Next, another method, but objective is the same. Goal is to, what is the goal? Goal is to raise the status of the community, or you can say objective is health promotion, to promote health. Goal is health promotion. Objective is to change the health behavior. Now question comes, how to change the human health behavior? For the reasons, there are different methods, there are different materials. Now this is another important methods applicable in the community. Colloquy. The pronunciation is colloquy. Perhaps you know about the terminology. Colloquial word, local language. From that, this terminology has come. Colloquy. What is that? It is just a modification of the panel, nothing but. In panel discussions, what I told, both sides, panel members are there. Okay? Both sides, panel members are there. But in case of colloquy, one side and two sides are there. In one side, audience representatives will be there. See? In one side, audience representatives will be there. AD, audience representatives, okay? And in other sides, it is RP means resource persons. In panel discussions, we use the terminology panelist, here resource persons. So in one side, resource persons will be there. In other sides, audience representatives will be there. Say for example, if I would like to organize colloquy sessions, okay, from you, some representatives will come to the dais. Though it is not applicable in the classroom situation, mainly it is applicable in the community situation, where the community members are influenced by opinion leaders. Do you have any idea about opinion leaders? Leader, you know? Leader kake bole jano to? The opinion leaders. Simply, opinion leader means whose opinions are valued. To whom? To the audience. In Bengali, Banglate amra ki boli? Jar kotha, গ্রামের মানুষ or community মানুষ শোনে. They are the opinion leaders. If we think that yes, if we want to change the health behavior of the community, we have to think about the involvement of opinion leaders, that means representatives of the community. If they say, if they can tell something else to the community people, they will accept. For that reasons, we many a times in the community, not in the classroom situations, in the community we use these sessions, colloquy sessions. Now it is clear? Okay. I repeat again. কখন আমরা ইউজ করব? যখন আমরা দেখব yes, these community people listen the opinion of the opinion leader, or community people are influenced by the opinion leaders. During these times, we will go to the community to change the behavior of health behavior of the community by involving the opinion leaders. So who are the opinion leaders? The persons who influence the behavior of the others. These are two-way communications. It is two-way communication. Yes, in one side audience representative will be there, your representative will come. So that is two-way. In colloquy sessions, when it starts, the moderator is to start the sessions. Okay. Then this in the right side or in the left side, whatever may be, audience representatives will ask questions to the resource person only. That is the difference. In case of panel discussions, left side members may ask to the right side. Again, right side members may ask to the question to the left side. But in case of colloquy sessions, no. The resource persons are not allowed to ask any questions to the audience representative. It is the onus of the audience representative to ask questions. To whom? To the resource persons. Only audience representative will ask questions and research person will answer the question. Is it clear? So, they are from the audience. When the questions will be finished, then what will happen? Say for example, we have organized 45 minutes time, okay, for colloquy sessions. Within 30 minutes, questions are finished to be asked by the audience representatives to the research persons. During that time, audience may write their questions, small sheet of paper, and supply the audience representative, and that questions will be asked by the audience representative to the research person. In this way, this discussion will be going on. Is it clear now? That is the advantage of the colloquy. Committee member will feel that yes, research persons are answering our questions and our representative are asking questions to the research persons which are more and more relevant and suitable to us. This is colloquy. And the audience representatives are there. So, this colloquy is always two-way. Okay. How many personnels are involved? Moderator will be middle. In one side, research person. So, one category, second category, third category and fourth category. Moderator, research persons, audience representatives and audience. Advantage. When the questions will come in examinations, usually the question comes in panel discussions or colloquy. It's write notes on colloquy along with advantage and disadvantage. Always it comes in the examinations. So, don't forget to write this advantage and disadvantage also. So, advantage, direct audience representations. They will feel free and ask questions through their representatives. So, direct representation. Number 2, audience participations are there. Number 3, so problem solving methods, because you see they are raising questions and these research persons are liable to answer the questions. Automatically problem may be solved. No inhibition as representatives are in the dais. Very effective for solving the problems by mutual consideration. Definitely some disadvantages are there. Skillful resource persons may not be always available. Here I mean resource person including the moderator also. Expert moderators may not be available always. Audience representatives may sometimes feel shy to ask question to the experts because the experts are having specific knowledge, vivid knowledge, they are the experts. So, automatically they may feel shy or may feel hesitate to ask questions to the audience representative, research persons. Okay. So, these are the disadvantages. Clear? So, how many methods I covered today? Panel discussion and colloquy. Next one is symposium. It is similar to speech. So, in the last class, who have attended the last class, it will be easy for them to understand. It is similar to speech. In speech, what happened? One moderator, chairpersons will be there and 1 or 2 speakers. Usually 1 speakers, or in case of time, if time permits, then maybe more than 1 speakers. But usually 1 speakers will be there, 1 chairperson will be there. In case of known situations, there is no need of chairpersons also. But in case of symposium, how many persons will be there? Maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. It depends upon the topics and depends upon the timing also. So, what is symposium? It is a series of speeches or lecture. If we organize it in the classroom situation, we call it lectures. If we can organize symposium, then we call it Speech. That is the difference between speech and lecture, is it? তাই তো লাস্ট ক্লাসে বলেছিলাম, মনে আছে তো? If we organize any sessions in a formal situations like classroom situation, we call it lecture. If we organize it in a community, then it's called speech. So it's a series of speeches or lectures by knowledgeable and skillful persons about a topic or closely related topics touching almost all aspects of these topics or subject in the presence of chairman and audience or learners. The number of resource persons I told may vary, maybe 3 to 5, maybe 6. It depends upon the timing. Say, but if the time is more than 1 hour or 1.5 hour or 2 hours, then 4, 5, we require 4, 5 speakers. If the time is short, topics is short to be discussed, then 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is symposium. নাম শুনেছো তো symposium-এর? শুনোনি? So this is symposium. Okay. Again, when it should be used? Applicable in the classroom situations, mainly in academic institutions. When it should be used? When the learners are ঠং ঠং করে আওয়াজ উঠবে। empty vessel, ফাঁকা কলসির আওয়াজ উঠে দেখেছো তো বাজালে? তো we used to organize symposium when we think that the learners have the empty vessels. That means they do not have any minimum knowledge. They do not have any minimum knowledge on the basis of which they can participate. যখন তারা পার্টিসিপেট করার মতো নলেজ তাদের নেই, তাদেরকে আমরা সিম্পোজিয়াম অর্গানাইজ করে অ্যাওয়ার করি, এডুকেট করি। ওকে। When the number of speakers are available, because we require more than 2, 3, 4, 5 speakers. What the person involved? 3 categories of persons are involved. 1 chairpersons and speakers, and next category is audience. Okay. Pattern of communication. Again, it's a one-way communications from dais to floor. During this symposium, you as a learner or audience do not have any opportunity to ask questions until asked for. When it will be converted to symposium forum, then you will be allowed to ask questions for clarifications. Okay. You see, one-way communication from dais to floor, audience representatives will be there, resource persons will be there, and then audience will be there. Clear? Is it clear? Difference কি আছে? What is the difference between panel discussion and this symposium? In panel discussions, in the middle moderator will be there. Okay, but here we are using the terminology chairpersons. Okay, but in case of symposium, resource persons will be there, speakers will be there. Not in left side or right sides. Side by side they will sit before starting the symposium. When the symposium will start by the chairpersons, before that all the speakers usually sit in the first row. Then when the symposium will start, the chairpersons will introduce the speakers one by one. Okay. The chairpersons will brief the topics. What topics will be discussed today? The chairpersons will brief the sessions to the audience. Then introduce the speakers one by one, highlighting what portion of the topics they will cover. These things also be briefed to the audience. Then symposium will start. When the symposium will start, the chairpersons will call the first speaker. If I divide a topic, say for examples, simply say for examples, dengue or malaria, it's big topics. Malaria is big topics. Malaria নাম তো শুনেছো? কিভাবে ছড়ায়? How does malaria spread? Which mosquito? Female Anopheles mosquito. Okay. So if we want to, say for example, our objective is to aware the people or to change the behavior of the community, to change the behavior of the community, okay, which are not desirable or which are unhealthy. So that is our topics, malaria, its prevention and control. So first we can divide these topics into subtopics. Number 1, introduction. Number 2, in introductions we can say history of malaria. Next, what is malaria? How does it spread? Next, how we can prevent malaria? Next, how we can control malaria. So one may undertake prevention, one may discuss about control, one may discuss about what is malaria and mode of transmissions, one may discuss about the objective, one may discuss about the introduction part. So 5 or 6 or 4 or 5 speakers will be required. Clear? So in this way the symposium will start by the chairpersons. Why you are telling chairpersons? Why not moderator? Question should raise in your mind, is it? In the few methods we are using the terminology moderator. কখনো moderator বলছি, কখনো আমরা কি বলছি? Chairperson. কেন? Moderate means to change, is it? Moderate means to change. If it is not applicable, then we can change it. Question moderate করা হয় জানো তো? So moderator, the persons who can moderate. When in panel discussion or colloquy we are telling about the moderator, so when the discussion will going on, okay, if the experts are not satisfied about the answer given by the other parts, then moderator will intervene, interfere, settle the matter. That is called moderator. Here no question of argument. For the reasons we are using the terminology chairperson. Clear? Okay. So once the symposium will start by the chairperson, the first persons will come. Logically it has been arranged. প্রথমে আমরা ডিসকাস করব কি introduction first. So one person will come and give about the introductory part of the malaria. Right? So total topics may be divided. Say for example, our time is 1 hour. 6 speakers or 5 speakers. So each will get maximum 10 minutes. 10 into 5 is 1 equal to 50 minutes. And 10 minutes we should keep always for what? No, chairperson no. 10 minutes we are using forum. Good. For forum. So one person come to the dais. When the chairpersons will ask, the speaker number 1 will come to the dais and start presentations. Okay. Deliberations. 10 minutes is over. So within 10 minutes he has to finish his introductory part. Then he will go and sit in the front row. What is the duty of the chairpersons? If the chairperson thinks or feels that some point has already been omitted, by chance it may happen, 1 or 2 important points may be omitted by the speakers. When the speakers will go and sit down, before calling to the second one, the chairpersons will supplement. If anything is left out, okay, supplement korlo, then he will call the second speakers, and second speakers will come. He will deliberate each proceedings. In this way it will be going on. The once it will finish within 50 minutes, then chairpersons will convert it into a symposium forum. Forum means open discussions. When it will be converted into forum, each and every learners or the audience get the opportunity to ask question for clarifications. That is symposium. Advantage, it is very interesting and useful for the learners as they get the opportunity to learn from different experts. Next one, develop the habits of listening and critical thinking. Disadvantage, very difficult to get so many experts at a time. There may be a chance of repetitions if the speakers are not informed well in advance about the subtopics to be covered by them.